By now, most of us have heard about the microplastic crisis.
Back with a new study that has some scientists raising concerns about our environmental health and its impacts on the human body. Over the years, microplastics in the air, which pollute the air.
But hold on, what exactly are microplastics and why are they so dangerous? Microplastics are tiny plastic particles, and they come from when a larger plastic breaks down into smaller fragments, which makes them really small. These small plastics are primarily found in oceans or lakes, which means naturally they're pretty hard to filter out with standard filters, especially in a huge body of water. I mean, just imagine looking for tiny particles in Lake Okanagan, for example. It would just be impossible. But this brought us exactly to how we want to approach our problem. If we can find a way to passively filter out microplastics from flowing water before they enter a bigger body of water, the problem would be solved. It's much easier to focus on stopping microplastics earlier in their journey than trying to clean out microplastics already in a big body of water. In fact, although most microplastics are found in large bodies of water, most of them originate from other places like our homes, our streets, and litter on the ground. I mean, there's tons of tiny pieces of plastic everywhere that could easily find their way to Lake Okanagan. And so we began thinking. We used common methods of brainstorming like C-Sketch, where we take turns adding ideas to each other's drawings until completely new concepts form. Some concepts showed promise, others not so much. But at the end of the process, one solution stuck out to us the most.
Knowing the scale of the issue, our team set out to design a filter that removes microplastics from storm and wastewater, while still not interfering with the drainage system itself. First, installation must be easy. Design is formatted to be inserted directly below storm drains, meaning it only requires the upper part of the storm drain to be lifted. From there, the filter is inserted 3 meters below the opening, and then fastened to the inner pipe walls using high-strength bolts. City infrastructure, like Kelowna's, needs solutions that can be added without reconstruction or specialized equipment. The filter also has to handle everything storm drains normally deal with, from regular water flow to grit, dirt, and even sewage sludge if used at waste treatment facilities. With all these needs in mind, we developed our criteria: low maintenance, simple parts for easy cleaning, durable, non-leaching materials, and visually unobstructive or hidden from view. Our filter will be constructed of easily sourced materials already produced on a wide scale, such as sand, gravel, and stainless steel.
Our final storm drain filter design works passively, using water flow to capture microplastics before they reach lakes or treatment facilities. Water passes through 3 filtration stages. The first stage is a layer of small pebbles that filter out all the large microplastics and whatever garbage or leaves that falls into the drain. The second stage is a layer of fine sand to filter out all the tiny microplastics. Finally, the final stage will be a micro mesh filter with tiny holes, which filters out any remaining microplastics while keeping the sand and pebbles in place.
To test our solution, we made a quick trip to Dollarama and Michael's for materials.
That's pretty fine.
The sand filter was made using sand, gravel, and nylon and built it inside a 500 milliliter plastic bottle. To simulate the microplastics in water, we have made a mixture of varying size shapes of styrofoam and glitter.
That is some...
This is a slight exaggeration of polluted water.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we might have gone a little overboard. We being me.
Once we put our water through the filter, the water came out clean without any glitter or styrofoam, meaning our solution does work.
And in the water, there's no microplastics left. Boom.
While our proposed filtration system offers several advantages, there are a number of important limitations that we need to consider. Our filter is going to filter out leaves, garbage, and other debris alongside of the microplastics that we are trying to filter. These particles can block water flow, and if these particles clump together in a big enough way, it can stop the filter from working altogether. So, regular maintenance is going to be needed to make sure that this filter works in the long term. In flood conditions, a filter must be able to handle large volumes of water. However, since no filter is perfect, some backflow is bound to happen. Alternate flow routes should be implemented, such as outputs to the side, so that the filter doesn't get overwhelmed in the event of a flood. The filter must be compatible with the existing storm grate, fitting underneath the grate perfectly. With our current installation ideas, the filter must be both smaller than the grate itself, yet as large as possible to maximize the amount of water caught.
Thank you for watching.